All right. Hi. Yeah, my name is Troy, and I would clear up one thing from town and city. It means town, Oakland, and city, San Francisco. That's where we're based out of, not Sacramento. I'm born and raised in Oakland, California. Um, and I stumbled some years back. I think it was like we always having food shortages and things like that. And I was looking at, I think it was Venezuela or something like that was at the time going through a huge food shortage, I think it was. And I was just looking at the news and Haiti, which is always, it was in that time too, there's always something going on, Africa. But I was looking at the news, I was like, that could be America like in an instant. And I'm watching people like pull loaves of bread out of each other's hands on at the grocery store because there's no in Venezuela they have money, it just was no food in the grocery stores and stuff like that. And so I started thinking about like how do you prevent that? Like how do you I could see like this was back in like 2007 or something like that. I was like I could see um one day needing to be able to grow food to sustain yourself, and especially like I said, our community, like in Oakland and stuff like that, where it was already the term is coming up of food deserts and things like that. And so I started trying to learn how to like grow organically and things like that. And a lot of it was book knowledge at first, and then I stumbled across uh, Hayes Valley Farm, and which I hadn't met Kevin yet, but he was an associate. He wasn't around as much. It was almost when it was the city was going to take back over for the condos to be built. And so, but they would come sometime. It was on the board. So all the things that Kevin and a lot of those folks had laid out over there, it was like permaculture. And it was like the ethics, earth care, people care, fair, share. And when I first went over there, I was like, I just want to learn how to properly grow some charging the phone. Phone is dying, but I
Thank you for being here amidst your busy, growing agriculture schedule, Troy. We really, really appreciate you taking the time out, and especially in this heat wave.
yeah, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot out here, and so yeah, I just started getting into permaculture, um, and that was in San Francisco, and then people were like, "Why are you over here?" It's like a ton of stuff going over in Oakland. I was just starting to get into it, and it was like Merritt has this awesome permaculture class, and this person is doing that, and this person is doing these type of things, and so that was my journey back then. Really started in 2012. Was over at Hayes Valley for like a year and something, all the way until it closed, and then took a class with Christopher Shine at Merritt College and really started diving deep. And then I would bump into Kevin a lot because I was taking a lot of PDCs, and he was always like a guest instructor on a lot of them. And so we would meet, and he had started at some point. Was always talking about the bartering, and then the Lyft economy started coming up, the gift economy, the Lyft economy, and stuff like that. And so really just started diving deep. And in my day job, I work for Dig Deep Farms, and my partner in Town City Permaculture, we both work over there as the farm directors, and we brought a lot of permaculture into our farming program, into our regenerative farming program, where we're doing small urban lots like in San Leandro area and things like that, until where we start getting a lot of local business backing and supporting them also, and then local government backing, to where we recently got the lease for Ardenwood, which is 50 acres that we're mandatory to steward, and then it's like 96 acres total. So we can talk to the park and expand and subtract back down to that 50 as we see the need. And we also got a 10-acre lease agreement right down the street at the Masonic Homes property. That used to be a large flower farm way back in the 50s, 60s, or something like that. It's not there anymore. And so on those 10 acres, Sasha and myself and the farmers, we're going to build out a farmer collective where we're trying to train up farmers and get them to come in. And we could just say, we're going to grow a ton of cherry tomatoes on this 10 acres, like, because people like, get more land. But we like, since we got this 10 acres and it's a little bit too much for us, we don't have the market for it right now. And then we have some kind of big, like we're talking to UC Berkeley and Bay Cities, a couple of other places, Alameda County Food Bank, but it will overwhelm us, what they need too. Even like having that much, like who's going to harvest it? How are you going to get it there that fast and this and that? So you got to slow down. Like permaculture, you got to take small and protracted steps. And so we're telling even folks in our organization, like, you don't want to commit to, it's too much, it's too much volume. So we're going to, on our 10 acres, we're going to build out, we're calling out people to join our farmer collective. And we're trying to build a circular food economy. It's really based on like Alameda County farmers, but Sacramento, like was mentioned, like we'll go up there too, because we're looking for like disadvantaged farmers, underrepresented farmers, and just people that want to align and pull off a circular food economy. So with that being said, I knew about the Lyft thing, like, as soon as it like started, like I said, through Kevin, and then recently I just said, you know what, I'm going to participate and join just to help me like focus more. That's why I brought up the collective, like on that part, like how do you have ownership, or how do you have a focused way to give back to like your community, which can be hard. Like when we do the farming and we be in places, it's a lot of, it gets heated at times and it gets a lot of things. So I joined the Lyft economy to really like start focusing town and city permaculture, grow it out more, and do more for myself in how I started doing it, and then also be able to, and then therefore be able to do the things I want to do in my community. And that's how I joined the Lyft cohort that I did.